Hi, so this is gonna be a video about my OC, Finn, for Ben 10. Finn is an alien species, and I'm gonna put the name up on the screen, because I'm still trying to figure out how to say it. Basically, the species don't drive far from humans, but you'll see later in the video that they do have genetic mutations, which make them seem a little more terrifying to scare off predators and intimidate their prey. They use face coverings to be able to hide these monstrous features, so they're able to work and ally with other alien species and just make it more comfortable for social interactions. Finn, mid-30s, or early 30s, not doing much. He works hard in the community, but not enough to be really noticed, nor does he have any close friends or family. Kind of just on his own. And you see there's the face. Azimuth takes Finn and brings him in and actually creates the first kind of prototype for the Omnitrix. This one is implanted into Finn, so it's in his body, and the only way to really destroy it is to actually kill Finn entirely. Azimuth implants it into him, and turns out he can't really put any more DNA once the thing has been implanted into Finn. And he sees it as a major setback, but not wanting to admit himself as wrong, he does end up just continue working with Finn to see what he can do. Finn also can't turn into aliens like Ben can. Well, Ben can completely turn into like Diamond Head or Four Arms. Finn can't. So he can use the abilities, but he can't transform into the alien or what they look like. So it's more or less like portals using black holes and stuff like that. Things that don't necessarily take up too much body mutation. Setback after setback, Azimuth finally was like, you know what, fuck it. Sent my ex to go drop Finn off on a planet to basically die. Azimuth expected Finn to be dropped off on a planet and just end up getting killed or eaten or something. Finn didn't. Finn was dropped off of this planet with my ex. My ex didn't really want to do it, but didn't want to lose her position as working for Azimuth. So they left. They left to go drop Finn off. Finn basically had to fend for himself. So Finn started taking up jobs. It could be taking pictures of people, maybe government officials, straight up to assassinations. Finn did this just to fend for himself, not for any other major purpose, just to be able to survive, basically. Over time, it got better. He learned a bunch of different stuff from it and things like that, so I'm really getting off topic. I'm like half asleep. There is one point where he does go off and just going to a mission, something not super serious. It's just to take photos of someone. And honestly, they could kind of care less. If he didn't come back, they had other people, they had other things to worry about. On the way to the mission, the ship that he's in, which is quite small, just malfunctions. It crash lands on Earth where the Tennysons were in the vicinity. They walk over, and boom, he's there. Finn's there. Ben's kind of like, what the fuck? And, stuff like that. They're all kind of confused on how this person has Omnitrix, and they've only really heard of one. Over time, while Ben's in the main series is learning how to be a hero, Finn is learning the extent of his abilities because he never really got to truly understand himself and what he could do. Because if he couldn't do something, no bother with it, it's not worth his time, So, eventually, over time in the series, as Ben's working on his stuff, Finn's also working on his own as well. Seeing what kind of person he can become, what kind of things he can do with his abilities and everything. And it's quite a lot. You see the character development of him being able to become closer to people, even though he's been mistreated and betrayed by people around him. Having seen a lot of things out there, he never really learned to trust people very much or very often. But during the show, you see the character development that he goes through to be able to start trusting people again, especially Tetrax. Tetrax was also a mercenary, and both of them have worked for Vilgax. Not at the same time, completely different times. Both of them did eventually end up working for Tetrax. So they know the bad people out there. They know what's out there, and so they can kind of understand each other with that and the reasons that they've done things, which is why they become closer than ever with anything in the show. I'm going to stop here because it's about the end of the video, or where I can get to, but this is probably as short as I can make it. I have gone on to this for about almost an hour, I would say. I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to make a more in-depth video about him and his species whenever, but like this for now. Alright, see you guys.